The video's inside, but I'm outside. The video is outside, but I'm inside. But me inside isn't actually me inside. The video is showing you my outside perspective, or my shell. Is this my outside perspective perceiving itself? No. This is my inside perspective perceiving its outside perspective. Does it like what it's perceiving? No. But what if there were no doors and I wasn't allowed to leave? My brain is a prison and I can never leave. But let's say I were to close the blinds and pretend that everyone and everything doesn't exist. This is called normal behavior. But how do I apply this to my inside perspective? Well, it's exactly the same. But instead of closing the blinds of my windows, I close the blinds of my eyeballs and I tell myself, none of this is real, nothing really matters. This is called pretending I'm a frog that lives in a swamp. All I really want is babysitting mama for the Nintendo Wii. Awesome! Wait, I feel empty inside. But I got what I wanted, so what's the problem? Am I the problem? Yes, but that's not my problem. It's our problem. But is it even a problem? Let's back up. What is babysitting mama? Boatloads of fun? Yes, but also it was what I wanted, and I got it. Therefore, I'm satisfied, right? No, it wasn't what I really wanted. What I really want is to want. Without a want, what are my goals? What's my motivation? What am I? So now I'm lost, until I figure it out. What do I want? Well, am I me, or am I what you think of me? What are you talking about? My perception of me is the only me that matters. But the only person that's ever seen my own perspective of myself is me. Everybody else has their own version of me, which together creates one collective big idea of me. We'll call this collective version of me Monster Me. One day, I'll be in purgatory, assuming I'm not already there. So the mayonnaise will be gone, but the monster remains. But they don't know the real me. But do I know the real me? I say that I'm 21 years old, but clearly the bags underneath my eyes tell a completely different story. Let's say I were to, I don't know, pose an empty pseudo-smart philosophical question and use it as a tool for self-expression. But then, somebody hears that question and without thinking critically quickly makes the assumption that I must be smart. No, I'm not smart. But if they think I'm smart, who's to say I'm not? This is called, could you commit fraud on accident? I am an exertion of force. I have weight. Therefore, the force of that weight is going to be applied to anything I come in contact with. The exertion of force onto an area is called pressure. But it's not just a one-way street. We're not only the force, but also the area that's subject to force. Not just from solids, though. The deeper you dive into a body of water, the more water there is going to be weighing on top of you. This results in a change in pressure as you descend. Our atmosphere has weight. We're constantly exerting a force outward to balance the air pressure coming inward. And we need pressure. Without it, our eyes could bulge or our eardrums could burst. Much like the atmosphere, we create pressure. Pressure that we can't see that we put on ourselves. But we need pressure, right? More pressure is good. So let's put more. You're not working hard enough. More pressure. What are you even doing? More pressure. Everybody thinks you know what you're doing, but what are you going to do if nothing works out? More pressure. You don't have a plan to begin with. You need a better work ethic. You need more discipline. More pressure. More pressure. Water is wet. What? Wet. But give it some heat, and that wet turns into what? Gas or vapor. But just how hot do we want our wet? Well, that specific temperature is called its boiling point. For example, the boiling point of water is about 100 degrees Celsius, but that's at sea level. The higher the altitude, the lower the pressure, therefore the lower the boiling point. But I'm 60% water, so what does that make my boiling point? Well, consider the following. Let's say I wake up on a Tuesday, but wait, today I don't feel very good or happy. Why? I don't know. So considering these variables and also the fact that I live about 1,300 meters above sea level, what would my boiling point for today be?
Realizing that you forgot to do the dishes last night.
Wait, are you serious? Oh my god! So what's the solution to my problem?
Do the dishes.
Nope.
Go back to bed.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.